Hello everybody, Marcos Cabrera here, coming at you with only one more lesson about learning your arpeggios in all 12 keys. And this time, I would like to talk specifically about the ones that come from the melodic and harmonic minor scales. These are simply the major 7 sharp 5, the minor major 7, and the diminished 7 arpeggios. Let's get started by analyzing the major 7 sharp 5 arpeggios. These are very easy because if you already know your major 7 arpeggios, then you just have to take the fifth of this arpeggio and make it go up a half step, and this is going to be your major 7 sharp 5 type of arpeggio. For example, C major 7 sharp 5 is going to be C, E, G sharp, and B natural. G major 7 sharp 5 is going to be G, B, D sharp, and F sharp. D major 7 sharp 5 is going to be D, F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. A major 7 sharp 5 is going to be A, C sharp, E sharp, and G sharp. E major 7 sharp 5 is going to be E, G sharp, B sharp, and D sharp. B major 7 sharp 5 is going to be B, D sharp, F double sharp, and A sharp. Then G flat major 7 sharp 5 is going to be G flat, B flat, D, and F. D flat major 7 sharp 5 is going to be D flat, F, A, and C. So A flat major 7 sharp 5 is going to be A flat, C, E, and G. So then E flat major 7 sharp 5 is going to be E flat, G, B, and D. Now my B flat major 7 sharp 5 is going to be B flat, D, F sharp, and A. So and finally, for this family of major 7 sharp 5 chords, we have F major 7 sharp 5, which is simply going to be F, A, C sharp, and E. Let's continue. We have two more families to study. Now let's talk about the minor major 7 arpeggios. If you know your minor 7 arpeggios, you just have to take the 7 of this chord and make it go up a half step. For example, C minor 7 is going to be C, E flat, G, B flat. Let's take this B flat and make it go up a half step. We will get C, E flat, G, and B natural. This is a minor major 7 chord, specifically a C minor major 7. Now our G minor major 7 is going to be G, B flat, D, and F sharp. Our D minor major 7 is going to be D, F, A, and C sharp. Our A minor major 7 is going to be A, C, E, and G sharp. Our E minor major 7 is going to be E, G, B, and D sharp. Then our B minor major 7 is going to be B, D, F sharp, and F sharp, A sharp, sorry. Our F sharp minor major 7 is going to be F sharp, A, C sharp, and E sharp. So our D flat minor major 7 is going to be D flat, F flat, A flat, and C. So now our A flat minor major 7 is going to be A flat, C flat, E flat, and G. My E flat minor major 7 is going to be A flat, G flat, B flat, and D. So my B flat minor major 7 is going to be B flat, D flat, F, and A. So my F minor major 7 chord or arpeggio is going to be F, A flat, C, and E. Again. And finally, the last family of arpeggios we have to learn is going to be the diminished 7 type of arpeggio that is easier than the other ones because it's not 12 keys. It actually is 12 keys, but there are only 3 shapes that you have to learn because each one of these shapes work for 4 keys as the diminished scales that you will learn in the next chapter of these harmonica course, right? Let's get it started. So our first family of diminished 7 chords or arpeggios is going to be the C diminished arpeggio, which is played with C, E flat, G flat, and A. By learning this arpeggio I just played, you are already learning your E flat diminished 7 arpeggio, your G flat diminished 7 arpeggios, and your A diminished 7 arpeggio. So this is the way these diminished scales and arpeggios work. They are in harmonic. They have different functions. They are modeled. And let's continue with the other 2 families. Then we have our D flat diminished 7 arpeggio, which is simply going to be D flat, E, G, and B flat. So and the last chord we will have to learn is going to be the D diminished 7 arpeggio, which is going to be D, F, G sharp, and B. But as the previous one, each one of these notes can be the root of a diminished 7 arpeggio. Okay?